Zero pairs are positive and negative numbers of the same amount. They cancel each other out, leaving you with 0. Here is 8 plus negative 8. Here is 5 plus negative 5. Here is 3 plus negative 3. Numbers have been our companions since the dawn of time, but negative numbers weren't always so easily understood. Ancient civilizations used them to represent debts and losses, but their true power remained a mystery for centuries. Today we see negative numbers on thermometers, bank statements, and even buttons on a lift. But how do they really work? Let's unveil the secret with zero pairs. I built this model to make negative numbers tangible and fun. It's powered by a Raspberry Pi, programmed with Python, and uses the Adafruit servo hat to control 16 independent servo motors. A Flask web interface lets you control the model, inputting numbers and operations right from the browser. A friend gifted me an old 3D printer, so I started exploring designs on Thingiverse. I found these cool spheres, each made of 2 hemispheres that screw together, perfect for representing units. I crudely modified servo horns to hold the spheres. The frame was cut from mountboard using a cry-cut machine. And with some clever wiring and Python code using the Adafruit servo kit library, I brought the zero pairs machine to life. With each operation, the model visually demonstrates how zero pairs simplify calculations. Let's start with something obvious. 5 plus 3 equals 8. But now let's take a positive and add a negative. Here's 6, add negative 2. So we add in 2 negative units, and then we have some zero pairs, which cancel out, and we're left with 4. And what about if there's more negative than positive? Let's do 2 plus negative 5. So we throw in 5 negatives, we have 2 zero pairs that get cancelled out, and we're left with minus 3. What about a positive take away a negative? Let's try 5 take away negative 2. Well, we haven't got any negatives to take away, but we can add in some zero pairs, and then we can take away the negatives, and we're left with 7. What about if we start with negative? Let's do a negative plus a positive. Let's do negative 4, add on 6. And in a similar way to when we were adding a negative to a positive, we add on 6 positives. We're left with 4 zero pairs which get cancelled, which leaves us with the answer 2. This visual method might make more sense to you than having to remember a bunch of rules about what to do with what signs when adding and subtracting negative numbers. But whichever way you learn, understanding zero pairs will certainly help. And I'm sure you'll agree, you can take away 4 from 3. If you're interested in how I put this model together or how the code works, then check out the links in the description. If you've enjoyed this project, be sure to check out my other videos and consider subscribing to my channel. Also, let me know in the comments, how did you learn negative numbers? Do you prefer this visual method, or do you like remembering the rules or using a number line or something else? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.